Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. I can tell you right now that I didn't even watch Brock TV's review, and I can tell you that he's going to be a whole lot nicer than me. You know, put the cards on the table. I was planning on watching some very X-rated stuff tonight. But after what I just saw, I said F it. Because I'm just not in the mood anymore. Thank you, Jason and Carly. You know, if I knew that this was what it was going to be, this type of episode, I would have got something a little more stronger. I don't even know where to start. You know what? Screw it. Let's start with Nina. Let's start with Nina and Jax because Nina came across as the definition of desperate, empathetic. Jax is not there. First of all, Sonny. As much as I love Sonny, and I think we all know how I feel about Jax. I'm just gonna be honest. This was one of those very rare times Jax was not there telling him the truth, and Sonny acted like a complete and utter selfish jackass. This just proves exactly how broken this Nixon Falls storyline is. First of all, Sonny comes in there all hot and angry and everything like that. And, you know, Jax is like, you know, don't you want to know anything more about your life? You know, the life that you had before you got here. And he's all like, no, and he's just being in denial. And, you know, Jax is like, well, what about your family? What about your family that's missing you and stuff? I am so trying not to curse. I really am. I really am. This man was like, how come they never try to look for me? How come they never bothered to try to look for me? Now, I've said this before, and I understand, first of all, the fact that after 2 weeks, practically 2 weeks, I was like, nope, he's dead. He's dead. Nope, he couldn't survive. The water was just too cold. He couldn't do it. We got to call off the search. Yep, no, he's done. I'm sitting there watching that the whole time. I'm like, we just not going to confirm a body anymore? Nope, he's dead. So I get that they rushed the living hell out of this whole declaring Sonny was dead. Okay? And I can understand a bit of resentment, maybe a small bit of resentment, like why didn't you sit here and try to look for me? But you are a grown-ass man. Okay? You're a grown-ass man who had a wedding band and can possibly have children. But you're just... The level of stupidity... So, after that happens, and Nina is literally begging this man not to really say anything, begging Sonny to talk to Jax by himself. Like, no, you can't go outside. You gotta go far away, because I really need to clear this up. I mean, it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm lying to you, but Sonny leaves, and this delusional woman is just talking all the ways about how it's better for them to just have him be Mike. Jax is literally giving all the reasons of why this can't, shouldn't, and just anything logical that comes out of this man's mouth, she's just refuting it, and it's just like, I am baffled at this point at the fact that she wants to keep up this rules. And I don't even say rules like that. This is okay. Now Jax says something that I'm glad that I was sitting down for, because if I was standing, I might have just fell over a little bit. He basically says, you know what, as much as this pains me to say this, Port Charles needs Sonny. Port Charles needs Sonny. And I stood there and I had to rewind that twice. And I was like, I had a long day. I want to make sure that I got everything that... Okay, alright, he said that. Cool. This woman is literally sitting there begging. The fact that she came out of her mouth and was like, can you just do this for me? Can you just make me happy? I was like, Nina, truth of the matter is, this woman was trash to me the minute she started in on her whole bullying Willow. The whole Charlotte thing. She was trash to me from that moment. Okay? I just, anything that she did, anything, like their friendship after that, I didn't care. I literally did not give two F's. I didn't think that this woman can actually, I didn't think that I can actually have a lower opinion of this woman. And today I was like, wow. I didn't know it was possible, but yeah. After Jax explains to Nina that poor Charles is falling apart, that their family is in danger, and by proxy, his daughter's in danger, she still insists on keeping this secret. I don't even want to spend too much time on this, because I think I don't even actually have the words to describe just the level of stupidity that came out this woman's mouth today. Was just mind-blowing. Like, it was literally mind-blowing. And let's get to the other part. Jason and Carly and their stupid romance. I get it. Some people may like the romance. I get it. They had a romance thing going on before Sonny. I get that too. And I understand that, they literally practically try to walk us down through memory lane about how they were together, and then, she cheated, and then he came back and he stuffed his feelings and blah 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 blah. I get all that. I'm still not with it. Like I said to the woman that I was talking to in the deli when she was watching GH, I was like, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. They practically did this one last, if you need to back out now, before we move forward, we can do that. And then they kissed. And I just have problems with that for so many reasons, besides the fact that, your husband is dead and you just moved on to his best friend, and I know the reasons why, and I really don't care. I really don't care. I think that's just put me in a mood. But it's almost seemed like he kissed her like every other woman that he was with before. In my eyes, almost just seemed like it was just invalid. Like, at any point in time, those feelings could have just came up, and Sonny could have been dead, and that would have been that. It just... I don't even know if it's making any sense, because that's just the type of mood that these two people put me in. But it was just like, I know I'm not making any sense, because in my head I'm sitting there thinking that it just invalidates every other relationship that he almost had with Sam, with Courtney, with Robin, like it, and I know that makes no sense, but just you know what? I don't care. They're doing it. I'm not with it, but whatever. 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 Long story short, Brooklyn tries to get Maxie to spy on Austin by trying to, I don't know, spend time with him and, you know, because, you know, Brooklyn knows that Austin may have a thing for Maxie, and so, you know, she wants to use that to then try to spy on Austin to make sure they, I don't even know what the hell she's actually trying to make sure of. That he doesn't do anything bad or something. The problem with this whole Maxie spying on Brooklyn for, you know, Maxie spying on Austin for Brooklyn is that when Maxie was like, listen, if he remembers any part of that baby switch, this is on you. And Brooklyn was like, you're right, but I'm also sitting there thinking, Maxie, you've been jacking up your plan since day one. I feel like I'm looking at two pair of idiots at this point. Like, it's almost like, okay, so now it's Brooklyn's turn to mess up this plan. Okay, cool. Just, I want to make sure I'm keeping score. Now, what's it, did I say Justin, Ned? You know, they're practically the same character. They're literally almost the same character. Except for one person is a CEO or a business person, the other person is a lawyer, but they act exactly the same, and I'm talking about Justin from Days and Ned. Anyway, he can't find Leo. Leo just went off somewhere. He found Austin. Austin brung, you know, Leo back to Ned, Brooklyn, and Maxie, and then, well, and then at that point, Austin was like, Ned, I need to talk to you. Now, here's the thing. He didn't actually say why Leo needed to see a specialist. But, I mean, at this point, I think we already know why. And, you know, somebody was there saying, like, what was the cold shoulder that Leo gave Sam when, you know, during the poolside thing. And between that, in this visit, I'm thinking that he may actually have autism. I'm thinking that's what it is. It's not something that Austin actually said, but it was almost like he was there saying it without saying it. And he said it in this way where it's like, he didn't want to make it seem like it was a bad thing, or like it was something to worry about, or whatever. Like, he was just like, you know, some people have to sit there and learn how to connect with the world differently. And that's when I was like, yeah. And Ned, and I was about to call him Justin, and Ned was like, you know, I noticed that he was, you know, really quiet and shy sometimes. And every time he brought it up to Olivia, Olivia just kind of just shut it down and just act like it just didn't exist. And to be honest, I'm not really surprised about Olivia, because I'm not surprised about her. Anyway, Austin was like, yo, you need to sit there and talk to her again, and make sure that she gets it through her head that he needs to sit there and see a specialist. This way we could, you know, help him connect to the world. That's pretty much the way I'm going to sit there and put it. Because that's the way he put it, and that's the way I'm going to put it. So Portia, once again, tells her secret, sort of. You know, I lied to Trina about who her father really was. Now, eventually, Curtis does actually get there. Curtis gets there, and they bring her upstairs, and at some point, you know, they notice that Jordan is arriving. Curtis says something about the fact that she only has one kidney. Maybe that's it. Or maybe the fact that she was down there longer. You know, she was down there longer than Portia. Whatever it is, she's not waking up. So at this point, they're like, alright, we gotta take her to the hospital. I'm sitting there thinking, why did you put her on the floor? To do all that, just to pick her back up and take her back to the house, like, what was the point of that? All in all, I think that's about it. I definitely did enjoy this episode a lot. Despite, the whole... Man, I wish there was something stronger in there. The whole Carly and Jason kiss. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually said that. Yep, despite that, it was another really good episode. Nina is just... I don't... like, every excuse... Oh, it was revenge. It wasn't revenge. It was sort of revenge. I guess it was. Maybe. Like... I'm sitting there looking at this one like, does she even know what she's saying? Like, you ever just watch somebody just get so mad? Ever watch somebody get so mad, they start yelling and cursing, and after a while, some of the stuff that they're saying doesn't make sense? It's kind of like Nina. I mean, every time she kept talking, she just made herself look worse. And even after hearing out loud, and all the reasons of why she shouldn't be doing what she's doing, she still says screw all that, screw his family, screw his family's safety, screw all of that. Because I want what I want. I mean, it was definitely entertaining. I give him that. It was... Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. And, okay, enough of that. I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Be safe. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I will see you in the next video.